What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about MROCKS today, MROCKS. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it. MROCKS, the official token of Moonsters, does appear to be forming a very, very bullish double bottoming pattern, okay? There's multiple types of double bottoms, okay? There's tweezer bottoms, which, okay, I don't know why that didn't, okay, there we go. Tweezer bottoms, which are like two wicks to the downside, and then you close up, right, and then you move up. Let's see, do we have any examples of this, like tweezer bottoms or tweezer tops even? Not really, no, but they do exist, right? Tweezer bottoms, there are Eve and Eve patterns, there are Adam and Eve patterns, and then there are the most bullish of the double bottoming patterns, which are Eve and Adam patterns, which I think we're forming now, or Adam and Adam patterns, right? Eve and Eve is two U's, Adam and Adam is two V's. We're doing the Eve and Adam right now. I think it's very obvious at this point in time, right? Where you have the soft curve here, and then you have the V-shaped recovery here. Eve and Adam patterns. The reason why any pattern that's a double bottom ending with an Adam is more bullish than if it ends with an Eve is because the V-shaped recovery is more bullish than a U-shaped recovery. Okay, typically. Moves up a lot more at a higher velocity. And how we validate this pattern and we get to the measure move, which we'll do in a second, and we'll tell you where the price is going to go. I say we. It's just me. I'll tell you where the price is going to go. How we validate the breakout is we get above the nipple here, the midpoint, which is at about 002228. 00328. That's how you validate the breakout. So once we get above here, we're going to see our measure move, which our measure move at this point in time would be take the low to the high. That's your measure move. We put this all the way up at the breakout point, and that should take us all the way up to about 00444. 002228, 00444 is where we're likely going to go. Right? I'm going to make sure I have that like right on there. You know, it's easier instead of with the trend line to use this. I don't know why. I normally do use this. I don't know why I use the trend line. Because when you have a flat line, you don't have to deal with the circles. 100% move from there. 00447 actually. Okay, so there we go. 4469 actually. Looking at this from a high, an all-time high, to the low, which I would actually call this, I know that it's not the all-time low. I know the all-time low is down here technically on this chart, but since it's like inception, I feel like that's the all-time low. It's a very significant fib, one way or another, high to low, okay? That measure move takes you right to the golden ratio. Look at that. Look at the serendipity there, man. 2 zeros, 5, or 2 zeros, 4, 6, 4, 5, whatever. 2 zeros, 4, 4, 6, 9, right in that same area. And with measure moves on Eve and Adam patterns, you don't have to stop here. You can exceed that measure move, okay? And beyond that, this is really a giant W, right? You can see it's just a giant W. And with Ws, you typically do go back to where the W started and above. I think MROCKS right now, not financial advice, not a financial advisor. I think MROCKS is on an epic path to recovery that's going to take it to new all-time highs. And right now, we've got an opportunity to buy while it's still below this nipple here on the W. The market cap is very low. We have a $1.6 million market cap. There's a lot more going on with this thing besides just the fact that it's a coin. It's also got, you know, the Moonsters ecosystem and all that stuff going on. I mean, there's a huge team behind this. I shouldn't say a huge team, but there's a good team, a very solid team behind this. It is like a huge team, man. If you include the whole damn community, it really, because it is a community project, it really is a huge team. But it's a community-driven project that has a lot of potential. It's made by the right people who have the best of intentions for not just this project, but for people, for their followers in this space. And they know what they're doing. They've got a lot of experience, man. This thing has got a lot more to it than meets the eye. And I very heavily encourage that anybody that's looking to invest in this looks into it. If you go down here, let's see, click on Moonsters. I mean, you can buy Moonsters NFTs on Magic Eden, but click on their link tree. Let's just do that now. Yes, I understand. Yes. Come on now. Or even click Moonsters merch store website. Click on their website as well. But Moonsters here. There's all this stuff you can read about. You can check it out, right? I'm staking some Moonsters right now through Meteora. You can play the game Flappy Moon where you earn Moonsters just from playing a game and you can compete with other people. There's all this stuff going on, man. If you want to read about it, Alpha Telegram, Alpha Sheet, Web3 Guide, Moon Paper, Light Paper, yeah. All this stuff. Very, very interesting stuff. And the Moonsters NFTs are just dope as hell anyways. But looking at this MROCKS, very, very large potential. I was going to say very much potential. It's got very much potential, you guys. To see new all-time highs, very much so. From a high to a low, when it does see new all-time highs, the expectation here, you're at about 0.0016 right now. You could see something as high, at a minimum, I would think, of about a 12 to a 13x from here at 2 cents. What if you go all the way up to the golden ratio and you see something that's on the lines of like a 27x, almost a 28x? You could very well go to anything and everything in between these areas. In fact, this is very much where I personally would expect that Moonsters goes to. Right? This is exactly where I think that we're going to go whenever we do see new all-time highs. Doesn't mean that we have to. Maybe we stop here. Maybe we stop here. Maybe we even go higher than that. The thing is, this thing's got such a low market cap and it's showing some life. Sky's the limit. Like with coins like this, sometimes you see crazy, crazy growth, and this is crazy growth in a short amount of time, don't get me wrong, but sometimes you see crazy growth, and this could all happen by the end of like September or August, this next like kind of initial phase of the alt market rally that's coming our way. So load up the truck, get some moon rocks. I'll see you guys on the next one. Hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. Don't underestimate this pattern, man. There's clearly some accumulation going on, right? Massive sell-off. Some of the best assets in the world that you invest in start off with a massive sell-off. Shakes out the weak hands. Shakes out the, what is Soul Saver? The guy that founded this project. What does he call him? The Jeets. Shakes out the Jeets and allows people who want the strong hands, people who are actually dedicated to the project, to step in and buy some on the cheap. And they do. That absorbs the supply. That supply shock is the reason why the price moves up at such a fantastic pace. That and the fact they have a very low market cap. But I got nothing else for you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe. Again, this thing is about to rip, and I don't think it's going to be much time before it does. If we get above this high, if and when we get above this high, you should see things really start to take off in a spectacular way. All right, take care. Ta-ta. Bye-bye.